Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Master Premier Classic, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Mamoswine. Mamoswine is always a fun pick, very unique in this meta, because it is an ice type, but it's one of the few ice types that can really fight back against the steel types in this meta. And Mamoswine is a bit on the squishy side, but it definitely makes up for that with how hard it hits and its access to Powder Snow plus Avalanche, which makes it quite formidable in this meta. You just really need to watch out for Waterfall Gyarados. That is the biggest obstacle for Mamoswine. And for that reason, we've got good old reliable Snorlax on the safe swap. Snorlax, definitely one of my favorite Pokemon in this meta. It's just so reliable, so clutch, has amazing bulk, good general coverage on most of the meta between Body Slam and Superpower. There really isn't a lot that could run from that, and it really gives you some flexibility with its immense bulk. And also on this team, we've got Gyarados on the lead. I like Gyarados on the lead with this team because it can really handle the opposing Waterfall Gyaradoses, which Mamoswine really wants nothing to do with. So Gyarados is amazing, of course. The #1 ranked Pokemon in this meta, and it is absolutely justified because it is OP. But I had a blast with this team, guys, and without further ado, we're going to dive into a few bonus battles that I thought were tons of fun. And here we go, picking up an Excadrill lead. So the question is, are they looking to overfarm or throw right away? And it does look like they are looking to throw right away, so that is okay, very good to know. And they usually try to catch the Waterfall, Aqua Tail. And we were anticipating that, so we held on, and they meet us with a Waterfall Gyarados. This is amazing. We're staying right here, guys. We're not going anywhere because we want to keep alignment, guys. We know that Mamoswine can do okay against Excadrill as long as we remain even on shields. So we let our Gyarados go down because we want to align our Snorlax onto this Waterfall Gyarados. We really want to get this out of the way so that Mamoswine can roam free and wreak havoc. So we do tank that. We tank that all day with our Snorlax, and we lick down, guys. We want to have loaded energy to threaten that potential Excadrill that may come back in. But no, they come in with a Togekiss, so we're aggressively going into Mamoswine. We're going to bank that energy, and we are going to look to play out this Excadrill matchup here, guys. Avalanche with Stab hits super hard, and I think that they know that because they did commit a shield to that Avalanche. We're going to match that shield because our Powder Snows with Stab are really starting to add up on the Excadrill. They do hit for neutral, but Excadrill, as we all know, is a bit on the squishy side, so it really adds up. And they let their Excadrill go down. That is amazing. So what we want to do is either do enough Powder Snow fast move damage to get this Togekiss within range of 2 Body Slams, or just take it out completely with an Avalanche. It does not look like we will make it there, but Mamoswine did the job, guys. We got loaded energy because we managed our energy appropriately by farming down the Gyarados and preserving our, banking our moves here, guys. So we got back-to-back Body Slams, which is going to seal the deal against this Togekiss and close the game strong with our Snorlax. Good old reliable Snorlax. That's going to be a good game. Well played to our opponent. Yeah, Mamoswine is a very good pick, I think, for this meta. You just have to build around it. Have to address its weaknesses very well. And here we go. Gyarados on the lead. The question is it running Waterfall? Yes, it is. And they swap out into an Empoleon. Holy smokes, guys. 2 Waterfall users? That's not looking good for our Mandibuzz. But we do, of course, meet this Empoleon with our Snorlax, as we can absolutely threaten with super effective superpower. And they, of course, shield out of caution. They absolutely have to respect that superpower at full strength. And we are going to shield up the first Hydro Cannon. They did build to the back-to-back. we are going to have to shield at least one if we plan on taking out this Empoleon. So what we're going to do is look to build to back-to-back superpowers. We're going for superpower number 1 here. I'm thinking a debuffed superpower will be more than enough to take it out. Oh, and they catch on their Gyarados. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? That's what I was thinking when they did that. I'm like, really? Really? Is that how we're playing? But you can't blame them, guys. Of course, they're playing to win. Very nice catch from them, but we will not forget about that. That was a good catch. I got to give it to them. But we are going to look to take out this Gyarados. 1 waterfall user down, 1 to go. We still have that Empoleon to be concerned about, of course, with our Mamoswine, guys. Of course, being a part ground type, we're taking super effective damage from those waterfalls. So they do come in with a Togekiss. Excellent answer to Dragon Breath Gyarados for sure. And we got to come in with our Mamoswine, guys. All right, we got to play this carefully here. We absolutely have to shield up a massively super effective Hydro Cannon. And we know that they are just 1 off, so we're getting it back, guys. You want to catch superpower on Gyarados? We're going to catch your Hydro Cannon on our low health Snorlax. And we are just a couple of powder snows off from the Bulldoze. Gotta play it that way, guys. If they're catching moves on you, you gotta give it right back, guys. That's how you get ahead. Particularly in the Master Premier Classic, where people love to catch moves. They kind of have to, because the meta is relatively small. But we're saying bye-bye to Togekiss with our Mamoswine. Closing it strong. Mamoswine is quite the closer in this meta. I had a blast with it. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Yes, I do realize I constantly refer to Mamoswine as Mandibuzz. I just can't get it right with those two guys. For some reason, my mind wants to call Mamoswine Mandibuzz. We know that Mamoswine is not Mandibuzz, so... But anyways, we were met with a Garchomp, and they swapped into a Magnezone, and we meet it with our Snorlax here. So, Magnezone typically likes to go for the back-to-back wild charges. So that is what we are expecting here. We're not looking to debuff ourselves just yet, because we want to apply as much fast move pressure with these licks as possible. We do tank the first wild charge, because we can absolutely tank a wild charge. And we are going to shield up the second one and look to take out the Magnezone, guys. That Magnezone alongside Primarina are 2 of the worst matchups for Gyarados. So getting it out of the way here is quite nice. And they do come back in with that Garchomp. So this is amazing. We were able to flip switch with Snorlax. That's why it's so powerful on this safe swap, guys. And they do look to hit us with a Sand Tomb. And we survived long enough to get off another Body Slam, really putting the pressure on this Garchomp. It's a bit of dead weight, guys. From their perspective, knowing that we have a Gyarados on our team with Dragon Breath. And it looks like they're going to look to Sand Tomb us, get that debuff off, and they make a play into a Metagross. So what we're going to do is really threaten this Metagross with a super effective Crunch. We do grab a shield, and it is Mamoswine time, guys. So what we're going to look to do here is get that last shield. We know that we are close enough to another Crunch on Gyarados to where we think that we can take out this Metagross. Whoa, and they let the Bulldoze go! Holy smokes, guys, they probably thought we were baiting. But to be honest, they are in a bit of a tricky spot. They have to choose wisely where they want to spend that shield. And unfortunately, they let that Bulldoze go, and we simultaneously KO'd. That was insane. They were looking to farm down to have 2 back-to-back Meteor Mashes. But Mamoswine was not having any of that, guys. Holy smokes, that's going to be a good game. Well played. Had to start it off right with some fun and exciting bonus battles, guys. As we move into the featured set of the video, we are met with a Gengar. Hi, this is the very first Gengar that I've seen thus far in this cup. And they swap out into an Excadrill. So, guys, Knowing that we have a Snorlax on our team, we are fine to just stay right here and put the pressure on this Excadrill, and they do tank the super effective Aqua Tail. So because they did that, we're going to preserve our Gyarados and come in and look to hard farm down this Excadrill. Really not sure what else they have in the back, but we know that Mamoswine with an energy advantage is absolutely lethal in this meta, guys, just because it hits so hard. And with its charge moves, there isn't a whole lot that can run from those charge moves. And they come in with a Gyarados, so we're going to really rev up the pressure and go for these avalanches. They can tank one. They absolutely cannot tank two, and they will not outpace us to our second avalanche. Do they want to shield? No, they let it go down. Oh, man, guys, they're putting it all their hope and faith into their Gengar to close it strong, but little do they know, guys, we've got something waiting for this Gengar in the back on our team. We came in with Gyarados because I was concerned that it might be running Focus Blast, but it is not, so it's time to reveal Snorlax. And the top left does come not long after revealing Snorlax. It was lights out for them, and that's going to be a good game. Well played to our opponent. So guys, if you were looking to run your Mamoswine and you were wondering what a good team might be, you may want to give this one a shot. This is a decent Mamoswine team here. And here we go, picking up one of the worst leads you could possibly see. So we actually go into our Mamoswine here. And we were running into Magnezone leads a lot, and safe swapping into Snorlax wasn't quite working at the time, so we decided to switch it up, and they meet us with a Primarina. So this is honestly not looking good. They did tank that Bulldoze, and it did loads of damage. Going to really put the pressure on this Primarina, and they do shield. They really need to maintain switch advantage here. The reason why this isn't looking good is because they already have the two worst counters for Gyarados on their team in Primarina and Magnezone. That's not good, guys. Whenever you have two Pokemon that absolutely hard wall one of your Pokemon, it generally spells out disaster. But we're going to try our very best here. We're just going to look to chip this Magnezone with an Aqua Tail and then make the play into our Snorlax. They are going to pressure a shield, I presume, with a Wild Charge and then swap to clear that debuff. That is the play, and they swap into an Excadrill. So this is putting us in a rough spot, guys, because by doing this, their play is to basically dare us to debuff ourselves with the superpower. That's why we're in such a rough spot, but we're not willing to debuff ourselves just yet. Knowing that they do still have a shield, we're just going to try our best to grab that last shield, but this battler is seeming to be a seasoned battler. They grab our last shield, and they're just absolutely daring us to debuff ourselves, and yeah, it's not looking good. This battler has clearly seen a few too many Gyaradoses and just said, I've had it. We are shutting out Gyarados today. And they built the perfect team to address Gyarados with Magnezone and Primarina. Yeah, spelling out disaster for us. So we top left that one. Nowhere for Gyarados to go. That's going to be a good game. Well played to our opponent. I was really finding that Mamoswine was quite the closer. I actually prefer it in the closing position. When shields are down, those avalanches really hit a little different coming from Mamoswine, guys, not going to lie. But we had a Togekiss lead, so we swap into Snorlax. They meet us with a Snorlax of their own. So I generally like to let them be the first to throw the superpower, knowing that it takes two superpowers plus a body slam to take us out. So we're comfortable just chipping away slowly but surely with these body slams. Just going to keep going body slam. We want them to throw first here, and we're going to see this is just another body slam. So we're going to look to, I think we got a little impatient and we just decided to go for it. We knew that even with the debuff, if they were to go superpower, we would still live it and still be able to take out this opposing Snorlax because we are best buddied. and theirs isn't. So knowing that we would win the CMP tie, we know that we could absolutely take out this opposing Snorlax. We did shield up a Body Slam here, and they do go Superpower. I really wasn't sure if they were running something like Earthquake or Outrage. You can see that on Snorlax, but no, they are running Superpower, and we do survive it. Even with that debuff, we knew that we could, and we do take it out. They want to take shield advantage here, and they do come back in with the Togekiss. So it is Mamoswine time, and they do have a Gyarados, Waterfall Gyarados. This is why we run Dragon Breath Gyarados. A lot of people are running Waterfall Gyarados to address Excadrills and Metagrosses. So this is why I like Dragon Breath, because you can really have the advantage up against all the Waterfall Gyaradoses, particularly on this team where we have a ground type that really does not want to see a Waterfall Gyarados. So it does work out very well. They did hit us with a big Outrage. We live long enough to pressure that last shield, and they do shield. Shields are down. They are banking on this Waterfall fast move pressure. But our play here is to shield up the Aqua Tail, farm down this Gyarados here. Thinking we can live long enough to get to an Avalanche for this Togekiss, but they make it a little easy on us, guys. They just catch it anyways. They kind of knew that they were going to have to tank one, and holy smokes, that does a lot of damage. This is why I love Mamoswine on the closing spot, guys, and we Powder Snow down the Gyarados. Mamoswine closing it strong yet again, coming in clutch. That's going to be yet another good game. Well played. My goodness, Mamoswine was proving to be such a strong closer in those end games. It was quite nice to see. And here we go, picking up a Dragonite lead. So whenever you see Dragonite on the lead, you always got to be thinking Dragon Double Steel, a good old classic Dragon Double Steel line. So I'm thinking that there may be a Metagross in the back. So what we're going to do is look to chip and dip, preserve some health on our Gyarados, just in case they do have a Metagross in the back on a potential Dragon Double Steel team. So we do chip with the crunch and look to make a play into our Snorlax to get ahead on energy. But no, they have a Snorlax of their own. So it's not Dragon Double Steel, but that's okay. Just like in that previous Snorlax mid-game matchup, we're just going to slowly but surely chip away with these body slams. They do really start to add up. The way I like to play it, I did get a little impatient in that previous battle, but generally I will stay disciplined and just chip away with the body slams. I'll let them throw whatever they want to throw. We definitely live a superpower. And just chip away, chip them into superpower range. If they happen to throw first, you don't have to throw the superpower, because they will, with the debuff, a body slam will be more than enough to take them out. So they do throw first, and of course we do live it. So we don't have to debuff ourselves with a superpower. We can absolutely just go for another body slam. That is how I play the Snorlax mirror matchup. It takes some patience and some discipline, but if you play it the right way, you can win it. And they do come back in with that low health Dragonite, and they are going to throw immediately. So what we're going to do is actually come in with Mamoswine and look to get ahead on energy. We can absolutely Powder Snow that down, and we will see what they have left. It is an Excadrill. So not quite double steel, but pretty close. They do have the Excadrill in the back, and we're looking pretty good here, guys. Mamoswine on even shields in the 2-shield scenario up against Excadrill does extremely well, and they're going Rock Slide. Guys, I can't tell you how many Excadrills go Rock Slide on Mamoswine. If you're playing Excadrill and you're up against a Mamoswine, go for the drill run, because Rock Slide hits for neutral damage, guys. We are part ground type, which negates what would be super effective damage. So you definitely just go straight drill run. They both cost the same energy. Drill run hits harder because that does more base damage, and you get stab on it. But they are just going Rock Slide. They might just be unfamiliar with the typings. That is okay. We are going to end the torment for them and take them out with an Avalanche. Sealing the deal yet again with Mamoswine. Quite the closer in this meta, I must say. That's going to be a good game. Well played. So if you're just not sold on Mamoswine being quite the closer by now, I'm not sure what'll sell you guys, because my goodness was it closing the game strong. And here we go. Excadrill lead. And they immediately swap into a nice shiny Gyarados of their own. So what we're going to do is load up on energy and catch the crunch onto our Snorlax. We really want to have an energy advantage if we were to find our way back to that Excadrill, as it does outpace us to the super effective rock slides. So now we are content just to play this mid-game matchup here. Snorlax, I'm telling you guys, probably the best safe swap in this meta because it is so bulky and it has such amazing coverage on the rest of the meta that it can flip switch advantage like you wouldn't believe as we farm down the Gyarados. Old reliable. That is exactly why I call it good old reliable Snorlax, because it is indeed reliable on the safe swap. As they come in with a Togekiss, we do chip with a body slam, and we now have the alignment we need. That precious alignment that can be so crucial in the Master Premier Classic. They come back in with that Excadrill, and this is why we loaded up on energy, guys, to really put the pressure on the little squishy mole on the other end there. Gonna go for another Aqua Tail here, and they do go down on shields. They are really putting their hope and faith into this little squishy mole here. Gonna shield up the first rock slide and try to get to another Aqua Tail, but they do just outpace. But at this point, guys, I'm thinking Mamoswine up a shield can absolutely close this game strong yet again, just as it has been in all of the previous battles. We do get to a Avalanche, does hit for neutral, but it's for a lot of neutral damage on the little squishy mole as they come back in with their Togekiss, and it is just about lights out, guys. This is why I love Mamoswine as the closer, because it closes the game like you wouldn't believe as we say bye-bye to the Togekiss. And that is the team, my friends. Mamoswine closing it strong. Good game. Well played to our opponent. So yeah, Mamoswine was amazing. I love it as a closer. You often see it as a lead as well. It can prove to be a solid lead option in this meta, but I think its closing potential is it absolutely cannot be denied. You have to have the right team around Mamoswine, of course, to have any sort of success with it. It's going to have some problems with Waterfall Gyarados. That's going to be its worst matchup. Metagross can cause some problems as well because it does do super effective damage with those bullet punches. It applies some heavy fast move pressure, but you can fight back with the threat of Bulldoze, as we saw in one of those battles. So you really have to pair Mamoswine with something that can address Waterfall Gyarados. And I think Dragon Breath Gyarados does that beautifully. You run that out with good old reliable Snorlax, and you've got a recipe for a lot of success in the Master Premier Classic. Guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching, and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.